Hi, my name is Caitlin Zinsky, and here's my Module 3 assignment on analyzing different data management tools online. I Google searched and I found a few really interesting websites. I found goformative.com. I've already signed in to this website, and here is where it first took me. So you can see at the top that it says Formatives, Classes, Tracker, and Library. If you click on library, it can show you the different assessments that have already been created by different teachers. I already filtered it with the third grade because I teach third grade. So I filtered it with that, and then this is what came up. So you can see that there's different assessments such as classifying plants, International Dot Day. I went down and I actually chose one. I chose irregular plurals and I already added it. So all I did was click on it and it shows up on the right. We were just working on irregular plurals last week. So I chose this one to look at as I'm analyzing this website. So it shows up here. There is the title, irregular plurals, sorry. And you can see that there's the star rating. This was created by Jillian Lockett, and there's 10 questions, and you can look at all the 10 questions. So here, each one, it shows you the sentence frame with the different choices for the different irregular plurals that can be plugged in. And you can see all 10 questions. I already clicked it, so now I can go to it and see the answers. The answers are clicked with the little check mark. So you can go through each one to make sure you like all of them. Then you can click up here where it says assign. I have not created a class because I just found this website, so I'm just going to be assigned. So I actually already tried it. I assigned it to my guest students here. Okay, and so you do that, you can view their responses and it will show up on the side here after they take it, because I haven't had any students take it yet, so there is no data quite yet. And then you can see how they do for each question. So there are all 10 questions. You can click on each one and it will show you how they did on it. Okay, so very neat. You can create your own formative assessments by clicking on New Formative. Create a title. Click to add new content. So you can click the little plus to decide what kind of question or short answer, show your work, true or false, multiple choice, an essay question. If you want to embed something, an image, a text block, video, or a whiteboard, and create your own assessment there. Then you can also, like we did with the irregular plurals, assign it. And then this is how they join. You can have them view the responses. There aren't any questions because I never ended up creating any assessment, but that is how you would do that there. All of the assessments would add up on the side, so you can go back and view previous assessment data and their student responses. You can click on the tracker to see all of the data. You can sort it by standards. You can sort it by students, the last 2 weeks, or however long you would like to sort it by, and all, so you can see how they did on their assignment, benchmark, classwork, warm-ups or do-nows, exit slips, homeworks, independent practices, labs, or performance tasks. Oh, there's more. Playlist, pre-assessment, quiz, reflection, review, test exam, worksheet, or other. And you can also export anything to a spreadsheet or a Google Sheet if you want the data in a different form. So yes, this is that website here. Another website I found was called ClassMax. I already signed in and created a login. You can look at their progress as a whole class, their behavior as a whole class, any accommodations that the students may get assigned to them, or add any notes. So if I do click on progress, I already assigned one standard to my class. I did 3OA1, and you can give them a proficiency level here and then assign it. So if I do that, you can make any notes, assign it to your class, and then you will, after they work on that standard, then you can see how they did. You can do behavior. So here are all the positive behavior points they can get: assisted a peer, contributed positively to a group, worked hard on task, asked thoughtful questions, followed directions promptly, attentive during instruction, or they can receive negative points: off task, distracted others, cell phone out during class, talking during instruction, out of seat, disrespectful, unprepared for class, verbal warning, detention, these are the consequences, parent contact, removed from class, seat moved, lunch detention, or even referral. You can also see the accommodations, so clarified or repeated directions, extended time, group graphic organizer provided enrichment, one-on-one with teacher, worked in a small group, received modified task, provided a paper copy, peer assistance, received copy of notes, used a microphone, questions read orally, audio recording provided, use of dictionary, and questions answered orally. And you can also add any notes that you want to your classes. All of the standards are here, as you can see. So I already clicked that I am a third grade teacher, so you can go and get all of the standards and assign them to your class. There is attendance, so I put in 2 of my students. When I created the class, I didn't get to all of them, but I did start with these 2. So you can mark them absent, left early, tardy, or excused tardy. There's a fun little timer that you can use during your lessons here. Reporting, so once they do start assessments in any classwork, you can give the standard and how they did on that standard performance-wise. Let's see, here is the settings where you can change anything. So I have one class period. Here are all of the standards, the math, and then the reading, ELA standards. You can edit any of the accommodations that you assign your students. You can edit any of the behaviors, positive or negative, that you assign your students, and any categories that your students may fall under: gifted, 504 plan, speech, hearing, ELLs. You can also keep track of your hall passes that you give out. If you give a certain number of bathroom passes, front office pass, media center, guidance, dean's office, and others. So you can also edit these and keep track of how your students are leaving the classroom. Okay, so this one would be super useful to use in the classroom with all of the different ways that you can keep track of your classroom. Okay, so those were the 2 websites that I found for this assignment for data management tools, and I am very excited about trying them out in my classroom. Thank you.